right, cheers, everybody. Salud. Cheers. We got here a day early. We went to go see the Dodgers yesterday, and you guys kicked our ass. Hey, when your team loses, you walk in cocky, right? You're all Dodgered out, like, yeah, bitches. LA's in town, motherfuckers. That's right. Right? All the Dodger fans. Hey, all right, let's get home. Let's go to a bar. This bullshit. Hey, we didn't even want to win today. I love baseball. There's people that don't like baseball. And for those of you that don't like baseball, people that really don't understand baseball, the reason is because you're stupid. Because it's a methodical game, man. It's a game about thinking and strategy, and and usually the kids that play it's a father-son game. So people don't like it, And by the way, all my sons played ball. They all played college ball. By the way, my son that's here graduated from San Francisco, played D2 baseball. Is that me? But by the way, any young parents here, if you have your kids in Little League, I'm going to tell you, for the parents, here it is, all right? You let your kid be like a little man, right? You want to create a little pussy. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, here's how it is. Willie, let's say you're asking me, Willie, how do I get my kid to go to college, all right? You've been there, you've been down that path. Okay, for the moms in here, don't carry your kid's bag, all right? If your kid has a bag, let that little fucker carry his own bag. All right, don't like, mijo, is it too heavy? Is it too heavy? That little fucker, let him drag it. And I always see that. I see the arguments of moms and dads, because dads are like, just let him carry it. No, let him. No, that's the beginning of a little pussy, Number two, for the moms in here, all right? If your kid forgot his water, all right, don't go over and mijo, come here, here's your water. All right? I don't give a how hot it is that day. That. All right? Trust me, he'll remember next time. All right? All right? He'll tell you, like, Mom, where's the water? All right? But you go in the dugout, like, here, it's just your water. You really want to make him a little pussy? Throw snacks in between innings. Oh, man, that little fat with the... When I was a kid, I used to watch television, and a lot of commercials were about, we gotta feed the children. Now it's like, man, we gotta stop feeding these little fat. We have a fucking obesity problem with these little fucking roly-polies. What the Moms, you gotta let your kid get scraped. If he gets hurt, don't run on the field either. Don't make it bigger than it is. You okay? If he gets hit with the ball, just stand there. Just watch him, see what he does. He's gonna look at you like. If you want your kid, okay, he's playing Little League, and then you want him to play high school. Okay, the competition just gets harder and harder and harder. And the kids that quit, honestly, are the kids that are like the pussies, And if the coach doesn't play your son, if the coach doesn't play your son, there's two reasons why he doesn't play him, all right? One is your kid fucking sucks. Honestly, I know you go home and like, you know what? That coach is an asshole, I don't know. I was at the game and he sat down the whole game. He played him for one inning and blah, blah, blah. Look, your kid sucks. All right, and be honest with your son on the way home. Like, mijo, you know why you don't play? All right, I'm sorry that I have to be the one to tell you. But you suck. Right. Imagine if you're that honest with your kid, you suck. But you can tell him, like, it doesn't have to be that way, son. You know, practice. Okay, that's number one reason your kid don't play. All right. Number two reason your kid doesn't play is the coach doesn't like you. I coached for a long time, and that's the two reasons kids didn't play. If the kid was if the kid was an asshole and the dad was an asshole, I was like, I ain't playing this kid ever. And I always had the same speech, honestly, because I knew I was gonna get a parent that was gonna come up to me, right? Especially in LA, I had some cholo parents, right? like, hey Holmes, like, and it's during the game, right? It'd be like, it's like fifth inning, you know, you're a coach, right? You're at third base, and then you hear like, hey Holmes, let me talk to you, eh? Right? You're like, relax, bro, right? Not, you know, you gotta back up like this, not right now, bro. We gotta talk, it's in. They're like, I know, bro. After the game, bro, we'll talk after the game, you know. And then they take it all personal, right? Cholos always, when you say we'll talk later, they that's like prison to them, right? Right? We'll talk later, all right? All right. All right, we'll talk later, Holmes, all right. All right, I'm like, dude, I always had strategy, right? Because, you know, fucking angry cholo dads, they were easy to confuse, you know? Because number one, I didn't want to argue in front of the kids or the parents, right? Because no matter what, it's going to look bad, right? And if we start fighting, it's going to look even worse, right? And if I lose, it's going to look even worse. So if I was going to get my ass beat, I didn't want nobody to see, you know? So I would always tell the dad, hey man, listen, man, this is a discussion between adults. Can we talk around over there? You know, like, well, all right, yeah, let's go, right? Fucking hard-ass dads, they always thought they were going to throw down like, yeah, let's go, eh? So I always have my speech. I go, okay, bro, listen, man, we're adults. You're upset. I didn't want to talk to you during the game because we're in the middle game, but just tell me what the problem is. You know what, eh? I don't like the way you never played my son, eh? I don't like the way you yelled at him. You know, okay, bro, honestly, I see your side, and I'm going to tell you something. Now, here's the truth, bro. It's from my heart. Truth is, bro, honestly, I'm not a really good coach. And, you know, your son, bro, your son deserves better. So if I were you, man, you know, I would put my son on another team, man. You know, no disrespect, bro, but I feel that I'm only holding your son down, you know? Right? And if he goes with someone else, bro, man, he's gonna be fucking stud, bro. That's right, eh? Hey, I'm glad you fucking recognize it. Right? But in my head, I'm going, oh, thank God this fucker's out of here. I was really proud of when I coached because I did things that other coaches didn't do. I did stuff, I would get thrown out by the umpires, you know. I'll tell you a move I used to do, all right? As parents, if you ever played Little League, nobody else, only one guy who taught me, but then he taught like in the pros, but I took it from him. Like if I played Little League, right? Let's say you hit a grounder back to the pitcher, right? A comebacker. I always say you got to run hard 90s, right? You got to run hard. I don't give a if it was right to the pitcher or right to the first. I want to see you haul ass and run through the bag. And if a kid didn't do that, I would stop the game and I'll get on the field and I say, hey man, pretend you have a bat and swing and run. So imagine the game's going on, the kid's gotta like swing with no bat and then run. Right? So the dad's like, why you gotta make my son look stupid, eh?